It's funny, I always duck, even though I would not hit that light above my head, even if I didn't duck. But it's like maybe I got taller. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming to class today. We're going to continue what we were working on Wednesday. We're going to be focusing on some breath work, and today in particular, some expansion of the lungs. Okay, so um, as we work with deep breathing and we work with the lungs, we help ourselves all through, especially cold and flu season. And as I mentioned before I hit record, the lungs in Chinese medicine are associated with grief. And often when we are grieving, we start to close up and shorten our breath. So one of the ways to release that is to take some deep breaths. And I am going to read something, but do me a favor if you didn't already, go ahead and get your strap in a nice big loop because we're going to be using that, and keep it near you. We're going to come down to the floor. And I took my blanket, and normally it looks like this, and I rolled it just twice so that it makes a nice little burrito. And then place it on your mat. We're going to be laying over this. So I know at least one of you does not like the thickness of the blanket. So just make it smaller. You can literally take one loop out. Just make sure the bottom part is down by the lower ribs instead of under your neck. And you can always put something underneath your head, a pillow, another blanket, a towel, something like that. I'll demo and then I'm going to get up so I can read. Once you're there, go ahead and lay over your blanket so that your head is fully on the mat and you're not tilting your head much. And ideally, your arms can come out in cactus pose. Okay, and you have your strap nearby. All right, so as you all get set up, try to get comfortable. We're going to be here for a little bit. And you can have your knees bent, feet on the floor, or your legs straight. And then just start to tap into your normal breath. Okay, so just feeling your uninhibited inhale and exhale. I've been reading quite a bit from Mark Nepo's book, The Half-Life of Angels, and I wanted to read one that I came across this morning, actually. So while you're there, let everything relax. If you feel any tension in your lower back, then your blanket underneath your shoulder blades is too big, too thick. So soften that down some. And this poem is called A Small Trio. Small Trio. When insight comes, it reveals the spaces in the mind, the way light in the morning unfurls the tops of trees. When acceptance comes, it tears the massive web we didn't know we were weaving. Then grace appears to make us bow like a peony back down toward the ground from which it came, surprised that it lived long enough to blossom. And I like this poem because he talks about this small trio: insight and acceptance and grace. And sometimes that is kind of the way it has to come in our lives, right? We have an insight about something, about the way we're handling something, or the way we've always been, or some other way of thinking. And then we come to acceptance, and then we come to grace. And I love that. And I think about that often when we do yoga. I will do a pose that I've done 100 times, and then there's this little teeny bit of insight. I'm like, ah. And then acceptance, again, not the same, but that acceptance of, okay, here's a new way for my body to be. And then this grace of feeling it fully in my body and being in flow with it. So some things to think about there. All right, so hopefully you've been there for a little bit and you have found a comfortable way to be. Ideally, feet on the floor. We don't want to overdo the arch in the back. Take the arms to cactus pose if they are not already. And then just feel where your arms are in space, right? Are the elbows down? Are the backs of the hands down on the floor? Are your elbows straight out from the shoulders? And then just lift, keep the hands on the floor, but just lift the elbows. And when you do that, you're going to feel the shoulder blades that are pressing on the blanket. You're going to feel the shoulder blades move apart a little bit, right? And then press the elbows down very gently and imagine squeezing the shoulder blades together. Just two more like that. Lift the elbows and exhale, press the elbows down. Squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other. We are activating the rhomboids. Good. One more time. Just lift your elbows and then press the elbows back down to the floor and purposefully squeeze gently, but purposefully squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other and then hold that position. Take a nice, easy inhale. And on the exhale, draw the shoulder blades together. This is super gentle, everybody. This is like 10%. This is really easy. I just want you to feel the shoulder blades draw together. Inhale, keep those shoulder blades down. Exhale, squeeze. Good. Now, deeper inhale, feel the chest rise. Exhale, the shoulder blades draw together. Try to hold that drawing together. Good. One more deep breath. And exhale. And then take both arms and let them slide overhead. If your arms don't touch the floor, don't worry about that at all. Just let the fingertips reach toward the wall behind you and notice that. Now press the hands very gently into the floor. Keep your head as neutral as you can. Inhale. Exhale. Press the hands very gently to the floor. Good. Inhale, deep breath. Exhale it. Shoulders draw together on the exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Bend the elbows and then take the arms to T position. I've got a wall on one side, so only one arm will be out, the other one's bent. So we work with the space that we have. Now, this last set, when we exhale, I want you to feel the shoulder blades draw toward each other. When we inhale, I want you to feel as if the ribs, the side body, is pressing against a wall. So I want you to feel the side expansion of your body. All right, so we're just going to easy inhale first. Exhale, draw the shoulder blades toward each other. Keep the shoulder blades. Inhale, feel the side body press against the imaginary wall. Let the lungs fill up. Exhale it down. So the shoulder blades stay a little squeezed the whole time. Inhale, press the side ribs to an imaginary wall. Exhale it, just easy exhale. Got one more here. Inhale. And exhale. Nice job, everybody. Take your hands behind your head. Support your head as you lift up so that that blanket is no longer a roll. Your blanket is supporting your back body. Take the elbows toward each other, center right between your nose, and then just open them up. Good. Squeeze them together and open wide. One more. Squeeze and open. Find a comfortable place where your head, neck is supported. Your head is neutral. I've got all the weight of my head in my hands. And then bring your right knee to your right elbow and press it down. Press the leg long and let your hands come to the floor, your head come to the floor. Good. Squeeze it up and straighten. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Try to reach the elbow closer to the knee than the knee to the elbow. So squeeze up. Good. We have one more, nice and slow. Squeeze up. Try to bring that elbow up. And then just let the right leg go long and let the elbows come back to the floor. You may feel a lot of pressure in your mid back. We won't be here much longer, right? As we try to resist the rounding of the upper spine. All right, so that right foot comes to the floor. We lift up into this crunch. The head is heavy. Extend the left leg and bring the left elbow to the left knee, and then extend out, lower down to the floor, lower the head. Good. Squeeze up, everybody, and lower down. 3 more. Squeeze. Slow work here. And down. 2 more. Squeeze. And down. Good. 1 more, everybody. Hang in there. Squeeze. And down. Woo. Let the elbows release down to the floor. The foot releases to the floor. Just pause. Take a deep breath. Exhale it out. Bend your left knee and turn onto your right side. Now, once you're on your right side, that blanket is going to roll over the side ribs. You can either, I got my stuff all in the way, you can either bend your bottom arm and just let it be a rest for your head, or you can straighten that arm so that your head's just a little lower. See what feels okay for you. Good. The knees are bent. They're roughly 90 degrees. When you're ready, I want you to take your top arm. You're going to reach over and then kind of look at that hand as you touch hand on top of hand. And then when you release, you're going to take knee to elbow. Good. Just release, extend the leg and the arm long, and bring it all in. Good. 3 more. Extend. And bring it in, squeeze that side body, extend. You're looking at those hands when you do that, and then squeeze in. We got 2 more. Reach and squeeze. Last one, reach and squeeze and let go. Just lay on your side. Whew. Take the top hand, reach it overhead, let it just fall over your ear. Extend the top leg, let it come to the floor so your big toe side is on the floor. Just stretch that side. Nice job, everybody. You're going to release it. Come on to your belly. The blanket is at the low ribs. Come on to your elbows. Sphinx pose. So notice how this blanket, like especially if we kind of sink down, and that's okay for this one. You can sink down and let the blanket support your lower ribs. From here, just drop your head as if you're going to look at your chest. And then extend it up and look up as much as is comfortable for the neck. Good. Exhale down. Inhale, deep breath. Extend it down. 1 more right here. Lift that head. Optionally, 1, stay here. Optionally, lift your elbows off the floor, coming into a modified cobra pose. Breathe, stretch your bellies, everybody, and lower all the way down. I want you to turn over to your left side. Again, lay over that blanket so that the side ribs are laying on it. Your one hand can be extended, your arm can be extended, the bottom one. Your knees are bent. Good. As you inhale, you're going to take the top arm and the top leg and extend and look, try to look at those hands. It's like looking at your bottom arm's elbow and bring the elbow to your knee. Good. Extend out and squeeze in. 3 more. Extend out and squeeze in and extend out. Squeeze. Last one. Extend and look and squeeze it in. And then release. Your top arm goes over your head. Your bottom or your top leg extends down into the floor. And just feel this stretch along the side ribs, maybe. Take a nice deep breath. Feel the bottom ribs press into your blanket. And then roll onto your belly again. We're almost done with the floor work. This time I want you to have your palms face up. Palms face up. Your elbows are shoulder distance apart. Drop the head down. And then look up to your level. Exhale it down. Inhale, stretch it up. Exhale down. Inhale, look up. Turn the palms down, diagonal those hands out to the corners of your mat. 1, you're here. 2, lift those elbows again. Draw the shoulders down. Now, I want you to see if you can feel yourself squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other. Again, just 10%. Big deep breath. Stretch that belly out and lower all the way down, everybody. It may be easier to turn to your right side and then come on up to a seat. Well done, well done, well done. Move your blanket out of the way. You won't need it. Grab your strap. That felt really good. I don't know. So for some people, that was pretty tender. Is if the mid to upper back is rounding, that can be super tender. It shouldn't cause any lasting discomfort or pain. But if it was tender, go, oh yeah, that was tender. I got it. I feel that. And then grab your strap. You've got it in a nice big loop. Take your hands to the inside. Watch your buckle end as always. And then take the arms up. And just find the spot where the arms first resist the stretch. Good. And breathe. Now draw, exhale. So let's just take a normal inhale. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Inhale, keep those shoulders squeezed. We're working with the chest, we're working with the lungs. Exhale. Good. Head neutral. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Bend the elbows. Take that strap underneath your armpits. And for me, I just loop them with my thumbs. So it's under the armpits. And then I just want you to lift up to cactus pose. Feel how your whole spine starts to align, right? So when the shoulders are forward, we close off those lungs, we close off the chest, everything gets tight. So you're just pressing up gently. We're convincing these shoulder blades to draw in. Take a breath here. On the exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other. Keep that. Inhale. And exhale. And let go. Yeah, good. Shake that out, everybody. Whew. And breathe. Take the strap and put it all the way around you. So you've just put the loop all the way through, right? It's right at that armpit level. And again, be mindful if there's any reason why you shouldn't have pressure under your armpits. And then just take that loop and throw it over your head and drop it down. So this is a variation of a shoulder opener we do pretty regularly. If you have gotten confused and that strap is at your neck, take it off your neck, right? So it goes around your back and then around the front of your shoulders. And then I just want you to reach back and adjust these straps, right? So it should feel pretty good. Adjust the straps and then reach your hands up your strap to where it's comfortable and pull straight down. And again, notice this, right? This is just one of my favorite things to do, to try to get the shoulders to the side body. And I remember one time taking a yoga class and the teacher said that the shoulders are considered part of the back body. And I loved the idea that if we thought about these shoulders moving back in space, that we would incorporate them into the back body muscles instead of here, right? So we've got that strap in both hands and we're pulling down. Now, just draw the elbows toward each other, very gentle, don't strain. So when we do that, what did we do? We started to bring the shoulder blades toward each other. Why don't you take a deep breath? And exhale, shoulders are toward each other. Maybe your hands lower down just a little bit because the chest is higher. The chest is lifted. Take a deep breath. Exhale it out. Now, this last one, imagine with the inhale that the ribs are hitting a side wall on both sides. Inhale, expand out to the side. And exhale. Good. Let that strap go, everybody. Ooh, set the strap aside for now and just feel that. Hopefully that feels really sweet. We're almost done on our seat. So inhale, take it up. And actually, let's do something because I know one of you has a hand injury right now. So take a block on either side of you, and you can have it low or you can have it medium. I want you to inhale, take the arms up. And then exhale and see if you can bring an elbow to your block and then stretch over. See how the creative mind works? Good. Press down through that hip and notice how that feels. And then take the top hand, bend the elbow, just place it behind your head really lightly. Press your head back to your hand and press the elbow to the back wall. Good. Breathe. 1, you're here, stay here. 2, extend out because that doesn't feel good. 3, I want you to drop the elbow down toward your knee. Don't worry about touching. And open it up and see if you can look to the side. Beautiful. Take it down. And reach it up. If that is too low for you, you can extend the hand out. 3, and reach. Good. Exhale as we come down. And inhale, open. Last one, exhale it down and open, everybody. Extend the arm really long and press up, both arms up. Exhale, other side and reach. Breathe, press down through that same side hip. Make sure you've got lots and lots of room there. And just kind of notice, where is the chest? Where is the shoulder in this position? You can always come to hand, by the way. So try to keep that side body open. Take the hand behind the head, bring the head back into the hand, and then open up that elbow a little bit. 1, just hang out here. This is a beautiful stretch for the chest, for the ribs. All right, if you're ready, I want you to inhale here, exhale down toward your knee. Inhale, big deep breath. Exhale it down. Inhale, stretch. Exhale. Inhale it up. Exhale it down. Good. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Bring the torso to neutral. Extend that arm all the way out. Lift up, press up, hold on to the beach ball, and then release it and let it go. Good. Roll that out, everybody. Set your blocks aside for now. We're going to come on to our bellies and our elbows. If for any reason you would like a little extra cushion, I don't know what your surface is. If you want a little extra something on the elbows, please go ahead and do that. So come on to your belly and your elbows. Good. As if you were in Sphinx pose. Now, my one lovely out there who's low back does not back bend very easily, you could take that same blanket underneath your pelvis, okay, underneath those hip bones to give you a little bit of support there. And then notice how this feels. I want you to allow yourself to sink down and drop your chin. You're going to press into the knees as you lift. So squeeze the belly in, press into your knees, lift your hips, and look up toward the top of your mat. I think my feet are certainly connected. They always want to lift here. So squeeze in the belly. This is a long tailbone pose. And then slowly release and look up. I had the head wrong, so look up in Sphinx pose and then press the knees down. Drop the head as the belly lifts. I had that backwards. Breathe, core work here, and then slowly release as you lift that head back into Sphinx pose. Good. 3 more just like that. Push into your knees. Squeeze the belly. If you don't squeeze up high enough, you'll feel it in your low back. If you squeeze up too high, you're going to lose your core. So find the middle space there. And then release. Exhale. Let it all lift and squeeze in. Inhale, Sphinx. Last one, everybody. Breathe and release. Good. And then just take yourself all the way down for now, all the way down. Shake out your hips here. Find your breath. Just notice. All right. When you're ready, roll over to one side. Press up to a seat. Straighten your right leg. I'm going to mirror here, Janu Sirsasana. We're going to change it just a little. Remember, one block under the knee if your knee is high. Otherwise, grab your other block for support. You're going to take this right leg and squeeze it out to the side. I want you to think about the ribs, right? Think about the lungs. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, one hand down to the leg, the other arm open. And here's that tricky part. Where's the chest? If your left side chest is rolling forward, I want you to come up higher to keep yourself right dead center, right dead to the side. And your hand is on your leg. So I want you to reach with that arm and then squeeze it to your other hip side. And then reach it over and exhale. Good. One more. Squeeze and squeeze. Good. Now this block, I probably should have placed it. Take it to the inside of your right knee. And as you lift up, either you're going to be hand to knee or forearm to block, whether it's at the highest level, medium, or down. And I can feel that as I come really this low, my left side chest is rolling. So I'm going to lift it up, extend that arm out, everybody. Take your hand behind your head. See if you can bring the head back any amount. Nice. Extend out Everybody lift up. Exhale, let it go. Whew. Good. Take that one leg out, take the other leg in, do the hokey pokey. Every time I do that, it's like, blah, blah. Anyway, knee under, a block under knee, one of your blocks. If you need it, your other block can come to the inside of your left knee. Again, I'm trying to mirror here, so if that's confusing, I apologize. Here we go. Inhale. You're taking your left hand to your left shin and stretch. And then as you release, squeeze it in. Good. Take it up. Exhale, squeeze. I don't know if I lifted that other arm on that side, but that's all right. Take it up. Oh. And squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Good. And then take it up and decide for you, where is the appropriate spot for this hand? Is it a forearm to the block? Are you able to stay open in the chest? You're squeezing the heck out of the ribs on the left side, extending out through the right side or the right side. Breathe, everybody. And take them both up. Exhale both down. Last one here before we get up. Extend out through both legs. You can keep both knees bent if that is appropriate for you. Okay. And if this sitting this way just does not work, then change it up however it makes sense. Grab your block, elbows out to the side. Place your hands on the short ends of your block palms. Don't hold on to it. Fingers up and lower the block so it's relatively level with your chest and squeeze. Now, I don't know if you saw that, just little bit of a perceptible lift up of the chest, right? So that we're not dropping here. I just cramped up in my hips, so I'm going to shorten that distance a little bit. Good. Squeeze and hold. And then take the block up and bend the elbows right behind your head and press your head into your block. Open those elbows up, everybody. Good. Take it up. Squeeze it to your chest. Lift the elbows. Take it up. Bend the elbows. Take the block behind your head and open the elbows out to the side. Now, don't lift your chin. Keep it neutral. Good. Last one. Take it up. Exhale, squeeze, lift the elbows, don't lift the shoulders. And lift. Hands behind your head, open your elbows. Press your head into the elbows as if you could lean back. Slide the legs together. Whoo, that'll release those hips a little bit. Take it up and let it go. Whew. Well done, well done. Let's come on up to standing, everybody. You're going to need your strap. You may need your blocks, so just go ahead and bring them with you and come up to standing in a lovely, mindful way. Whew. Shake it out, and then grab your strap blocks and just place them center of your mat. Take the legs wide. And breathe and just feel this, right? I mean, this all in on its own should feel really nice. It should feel like a strong, powerful pose. Hips, glutes active. The torso is lifted. The shoulders are back. I want you to take your hands to your side ribs. And as you exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other. Notice how that automatically brings those elbows back. So just an easy inhale here. Exhale, squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other, 10-20%. Hold that squeeze. Now inhale your ribs into your hands, so side body. And exhale it. Keep the shoulder blades moving toward each other. 2 more. Exhale it. Chest is lifted. Last one, squeeze. Exhale. And then hinge from your hips. Come on down. You can take elbows to blocks if your body goes that low, or you can take hands to blocks and keep yourself up a little bit higher. And then feel the weight on your feet. Your toes are pointed mostly forward, depending on your body. And feel the weight in your feet. Press toward the heels a little bit. And then press the outer edges of your feet into imaginary walls as if you were pressing against a wall on both sides. Notice if you start to lean into your toes, press back, press out with your feet. Low belly can tone in a little bit, and then press your elbows or hands into the blocks and see if you can squeeze between the shoulder blades. It's a really interesting, for me, sensation to try to press the upper back toward my blocks, which is what we're doing when we squeeze those shoulder blades together. Good, just breathe here. You might feel a lot of muscle energy there. Good, release that. You're gonna take your hands to your blocks. Most of you are not gonna need 2 blocks here. So if you want, you can come down to 1 block. One hand stays center of the block, the other arm reaches out to the side. It's right out from the shoulder. Want you to internally rotate that arm and reach way behind your back and see if you can come to opposite side waist and then lift that shoulder and look to that side. There you go. Beautiful. If your shoulder, if that top shoulder is rolling forward, then chances are you're overdoing, overstraining, need to adjust that arm a little bit. Good. Extend the arm up from there. Beautiful. And lower that hand down to your block. Switch sides. That hand goes center of the block. Watch the legs. Keep them active. Take the other arm out to the side. When you're ready, internal rotation. And as if you had to get that arm around a big ball, take it as far behind you as you can. Reach for the opposite side waist. Draw the shoulder up to the ceiling. Look to the side there. Watch for any strain in your neck. Big deep breath. Keep the legs pressing. And then extend that arm way up, way up, way up. And lower it down, everybody. Good. Turn those toes out or the heels in. Bend your knees. Take your hands to your knees. And come on up to standing. Whew. Good. Step those legs together and just shake them out. Can move your blocks out of the way for now. Want to do a little bit of more warm up. So we're going to do a breath of joy, which is often done at the beginning of a class to get that energy moving. But I kind of like it here because we've been on the floor for quite a while. So breath of joy is, I always think of it as a conductor. The knees are soft. You're very buoyant here in the legs. And it's a short inhale, 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 exhale. Now, when you exhale and drop, bend those knees. Okay, everybody, here we go. So here we go. Just do it. Here we go. Inhale. Ah. 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 3 more. Last one. And hang. Let those arms just circle and swing. The knees are bent. Breathe, everybody. If you can do arm circles here. Take your hands to your knees, look up, and then lift up and feel that just lovely, lovely. Your feet hips width apart. I'll just turn sideways here, just so you know, right? Chair pose. So lifting the shoulders, whew, Take the arms up. Exhale, hands to heart, and come into just an easy squat here. The tailbone goes long, the chest lifts, and the weight moves to the heels of my feet. You should be able to kind of lift those front feet a little bit. It's that much weight back. And breathe. So your hands are to your heart, and I want you to squeeze the shoulder blades. And breathe here. If you have to come out of this squat at any point, come on down. Take one hand to one back pocket. Take the other hand to the other back pocket. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Lengthen your tailbone. And breathe. 1, you're here. 2, drop the hands interlaced. And open up the shoulders. You should be looking straight ahead, everybody. Find that pose and then release the arms up. Chair pose. Stand all the way up. Ooh, and exhale and let go. Right? That was one long chair pose. Let's do it again. So now we get this idea. So if you're standing, like just feel like one side of your chest. Open, close, open, right? Same thing, other side, right? We want those scapula, those shoulder blades, we want them to move. We want them to retract and protract, right? Spread apart and protract and retract, squeeze together. All right, just one more, I promise. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, hands to heart. And immediately go from this protraction, this spread apart, to this engagement, this contraction between the shoulder blades. And then just find the pose, right? Chest is lifted, tailbone is low. I can kind of wiggle into it, weight the heels heavy, and then one hand to one back pocket, right? Your back pockets are down low, so it shouldn't be up at your back. Other hand to back pocket and open those elbows up and feel how the shoulder blades contract and the chest opens, and then push those hands down into the back pockets so that you really get a lift of the chest. Don't forget to breathe. Deep breath. Interlace the hands and press it down. Good. Hold that pose if you can. Keep that open chest, open shoulders. Release, take the arms up, find your breath, and stand all the way up. Shake it out, everybody. Well done. Well done. Grab your strap and breathe. So we're going to do the same thing we did seated. We're going to take that loop around us. We're going to bring it up around those or up around the armpits. We're going to throw the thing over our shoulders. Throw that thing over our shoulders. And you can even reach back and make sure that your strap isn't all twisty. And then reach back for it and pull down and breathe. Now, if your strap is too much up here, it can feel kind of yucky. So you want the strap, in that kind of crease where the muscle of the deltoid starts. You want it to draw the shoulders back and not impinge on the stuff going on in the shoulders. And then just stand in a solid mountain pose and draw the arms down to lift the chest. And you can feel that you are almost in a back bend at this point, which is kind of cool, right? John's going, oh yeah, that's cool. All right. So John, take your left strap out toward the shoulder a little more if you can. Yeah, better. Good. And then draw down, everybody. Draw down, draw down, draw down, draw down, draw down, soft knees, draw down, draw down. Maybe you come into a standing back bend. Don't drop your head. And feel how much more open, deep breath, that feels, and then let that go. Bend your knees, bend your knees. Lift the arms any amount. Keep the knees bent, everyone. Breathe. and then pull on the strap to lift up. Oh, and release it for now. Ooh. Feel it, right? You can even just like expand out and feel what's happening all through here. All right, so let's go wide. Don't go too wide. Take your, I'm going to mirror here. So take your right foot, turn it out. Take your left foot, turn it in slightly, warrior two pose. Take your loop around your body. You're going to take it way up into the armpits. Be mindful if any of you have a port up here, you don't want that strap going across that. So if that is the case, in fact, let's just take it low. Let's just take it low so we don't even have to worry about it. Okay. So take it in the ribs, but low, so that if you pulled, you can feel this pull, right? And then bend your right leg. Engage your back leg. Think of a warrior pose. The strap would be in your left hand, and I want you to pull it back and extend out through the other. Good, and breathe. And feel the ribs pull back into alignment. You're not going too far, your torso straight up, but feel that pull. Now, hang on to that pull and take a really deep breath. And feel the rib pressure against that strap. Good, one more. And again, take the front arm down to your thigh and reach up with the other arm. And again, take a deep breath. And exhale, maybe you go deeper. Inhale. Exhale. Press up, straighten your front leg. Get a better grip on your strap. You're taking that down to your thigh and you're stretching. This is a kind of like an exalted triangle. It's a little bit different than exalted warrior. So I'm pressing those ribs. I'm reaching down and release. Turn all your toes forward. Find your breath. If you went a little long there, maybe you shorten a little bit. Turn your left foot to face the short edge of your mat. Check your back foot. Your heel should not be closer to that front than your toes. And then bend your knee. So we're here again. We've got that strap around the ribs. And then I'm just going to start to find the warrior pose, but pull the ribs back in space. One of the challenges to warrior is this leaning forward thing. And we don't want that, but we want to keep the arms open. We want to keep the torso centered. Find your breath, find warrior. Take a deep breath and feel the pressure of the strap. And exhale it. Good, take a deep breath. And exhale. And then take your front forearm to your front thigh and lift up, right? And feel that really nice lift. It's like somebody put helium balloons up there and it's just keeping you extended in this really sweet little extended side angle pose. Good. Lift up, everybody. Straighten the front leg. For me, I've got to grab a little tighter in on my strap to drop it down to my leg and straighten the front. Good, breathe. Nice job. When you're ready, release, turn the toes back to forward, that strap around that back armpit again, and just take the whole thing forward and you can hang onto your strap. Maybe your hands reach the floor. If they don't, you could take it to blocks. And I want you to feel that strap on your back. Take a deep breath. Exhale, keep the chest lifted, a gentle squeeze of the shoulder blades. Good, inhale, press into that strap. Exhale. Turn your toes out, bend your knees, everybody. Come on up. Oh. And just heel toe in a little bit. We're almost done with the strap. Take that strap around your chest or around your back and just pull it, excuse me, pull it forward. Just pull it forward. Take a deep breath. Exhale, keep the chest lift. Good, one more pull. And exhale and let go. Nice job. While we're still standing, I just want to stretch out the shoulders a little more and then we're coming back to the floor because we've got a little work to do there. So if that strap is wide enough, and it may not be, you can either, by the way, stand in mountain pose, or if you want a little more work for the legs, go ahead and come into a nice wide leg squat. Take that strap out, lift up. Exhale, bend the elbows behind you and see if you can squeeze head back, shoulders back, and then lift up. Take it right in front of you, twist to the left. Come to center, twist to the right. Center, lift up, bend the elbows and squeeze. Try not to let that head come forward. Take it up, bring it to your chest, squeeze and twist to the left, center, and right. Center, we got one left. Lift up, bend the elbows. Inhale it up. Exhale, chest. Good. Twist one way. Come center. Twist the other way. Come center. Both arms, both legs straight up. Press against the strap. Squeeze the shoulder blades toward each other. And then let go. And heel toe together, everybody. You're going to need your strap, so keep it. I'm going to ask you to come to the floor in your most yogi way. If you would like just a little bit of stretch, take the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Pause here for a second. Just feel we haven't stretched those hammies at all. So just let the hamstrings stretch a little bit. Bend your knees, step back to down dog. Again, if this is not for you today because you have a hurt hand, please just come to the floor. Come to plank, everybody. Lower down to your knees. From here, come to elbows. Softly interlace your hands. If that doesn't work for you, the hands are straight out. But otherwise, softly interlace your hands and take that bottom pinky finger and move it out of the way or move it level with your other pinky so that you're not putting all your weight on that pinky. Walk your knees out until you're in half plank. And then press the shoulders wide and imagine squeezing the shoulder blades just a little bit, just a little here. It's a little awkward. So breathe. So press your elbows out isometrically and then squeeze the elbows in isometrically. Press out and press in. And then come to neutral. And again, there was a teacher, I wish I could remember his name. He would say to do, it might be Ray Long. He would say, do both. So press out and press in all at the same time. 1, you're here, okay? 2, the feet come down, you come to plank on elbows. Now, plank on elbows, tricky. I find this way harder than on my hands. Press into your forearms. Breathe, find that space that you're not fully pressing the elbows out, but you're not pressing them in. And then squeeze your belly, everyone. Breathe, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower those knees. Whew. Lower your belly. Come on down. Just shake it out. That's it. Deep, deep breath. And then come on to your back. I don't think you're going to need your blocks anymore. So you can move them out of the way. Come onto your backs with your strap. And actually, sorry, that loop, that huge loop, and if you tightened your loop, make it a little bigger and put that whole loop around your back. So sorry for that miscue. Take that whole thing around your back. You're going to lay on it. So many things to do. And then just kind of look at your strap and have your buckle with your little tail any place where you're gonna be able to grab it. So maybe you move it over to, let's do the left leg first. So have that buckle toward your left side, and then take your left leg and loop the strap around your left leg and take it up to the ceiling. Now that strap is around the shoulder blades. And once you have the leg up, I want you to tighten the strap until there is tension between your back and your foot. Doesn't have to be super tight. That's going to be more your the feel for you. Your right foot is on the floor. And with the strap around the ball of your left foot, I just want you to push your left ball mound up toward the ceiling and then let your chest lift. So you're coming into a little bit of a back arch. And then just release and press the back down. Good. Press the ball mound up. Allow your ribs to arch. Hold the arch. Release the foot. Good. And then press the ball mound like you're stepping on a gas pedal, but you're staying lifted the whole time. And release. One more right here. And release. Now I want you to bend your knee, left knee, tighten that strap even more, and then push up and straighten your right leg. So hands behind your head, your knee is bent. I'm pushing against the strap. Yep. And then if you want, release the hands to reach for your right foot. Your left knee is bent. Your left knee is bent. There you go. And breathe. Straighten the left leg up. Bend your knee. Bring it to chest. Release the strap. Now, if you're like me, you're going to have to lengthen that strap a little. Just going to move that buckle over to the right side. I'm going to take my right foot up. I'm going to find that. And then I'm going to tighten that up a little bit. Actually, it doesn't matter which side the buckle's on. I realize I can't pull it because the buckle's facing up. Just tighten it up. Find the tension. The strap is around the ball mound. Find your breath. So same thing. It's around your shoulder blades. So I want you to step on the gas pedal and let your back arch. And then release and lift. Exhale, release. One more time. Reach and lift. And release. Bend your right knee. Tighten your strap a little bit more. So I'm trying to push my foot out from that strap. Straighten your left leg. You're going to arch that upper back a little bit more. The shoulder blade should be really working here. And then either the hands behind the head to lift and lift the left leg, or reach with the hands and look for your left foot. Breathe, a little bit of funky core work here. And release. Nice job. Loosen the strap a little bit. Take both feet in your strap. Both feet. That strap is under your armpits. Whew, and breathe. One, you are hanging out right here. Okay, you're not going to worry about this next one. Two, you're going to bend your knees and you're going to see if you can lift your core up toward your knees and stretch. So I'm doing a really tight curl here. That's all it is, or a crunch, or I'm going to put one hand behind my head and breathe and release. Whew. Keep one foot, actually take both feet out. This will be easier. And roll up to a seat. Holy moly. I think we're going to feel this area of our bodies by the time we're done. Loop your feet in, everybody. Actually, loop just one. Let's do one at a time. Loop one foot in, and then it's behind your shoulder blades and around the ball mound, and then tighten it up so you got here. I'll move this leg out of the way. You got lots of tension in your strap. I want you to lean back and draw the shoulder blades together and lift your chest. Think boat pose, right? Think boat pose. So I'm pushing into my strap and I'm allowing that strap to move the chest forward. See if you can lift the other foot off the floor and take the arms up. And breathe. Yep. So you want that strap tight. You want the foot pressing into the strap. Take a really deep breath if you can. Extend out. And release. Woo. Strap should be about the right length. So let's just take it around the other foot. I know there's a whole bunch in a short class. Take the leg up. If you can straighten it, straighten it. If it's bent, keep it bent. It's okay. Now, here's the key. It's this opening of the chest, right? Opening of the shoulders. We're letting the strap do the work here. And then just see if you can lift the other one off the floor. Take the arms out. Push into the strap, nice and even. Extend out if you can. Breathe. You can keep that high leg bent, by the way, if your hammies are saying no, thank you. Good. Breathe and then release. Whew. Loosen the strap slightly, both feet in your strap. Use your hands to lean back just to get your balance and find boat pose. Before you lift those hands, the shoulders roll back, the shoulder blades come together. Push into your strap, see if you can let go. And breathe. So if you're struggling, try lifting the strap higher to the armpits. If that strap's too low, you're not going to get that chest forward that you need. Push into the strap. Some of you are going to be able to straighten the legs. I love this little training wheel. Deep breath, deep breath, deep breath. And bend your knees. Oh. Keep that strap around your chest and come on down. Oh. Goodness gracious. You know, prompts make some things easier and some things harder. It's always an interesting thing to me to see what the addition of a strap does. So you're on your back. Go ahead and loop your left foot, everybody. Find the appropriate amount of tension. Your left leg goes up to the ceiling. Your right leg goes down to the floor. Ooh. Your arms relax, palms ideally face up or cactus arms. And I just want you to breathe. And when you exhale, the shoulder blades contract just a little bit, just a little, again, that 10%. And as you inhale, it allows the chest to expand more. Good. Breathe. One more. And then just allow the left leg to be a very short metronome. Your foot may just slide on the strap, which is what you want, that the foot can slide along that strap. If it doesn't, don't worry about it. Don't go too far. Don't rub a raw spot on your side body, and just let it rock a little side to side. Doesn't have to go far, anybody. And then bring it to center. If you can, take the right leg and switch sides. So hook your right foot, undo your left, and just pause here in this lovely single leg stretch. Press the shoulder blades together. So it's a different action than pressing the shoulders to the floor. Your shoulders will go to the floor because we're activating the rhomboids and serratus anterior, I think. So we are activating those. We're opening up that chest, and then just take a deep breath. And exhale it. Good. Inhale. And exhale. And breathe. And notice. And let the left leg stretch. And let the right leg stretch. And then let that right leg be a little metronome. You're just going to rock it a little bit side to side, just a little. Oh, especially that outer hip, I feel. If your strap is too tight, it's not going to slide under your foot. And come back to center. Grab the strap with both hands. Bend your right leg and let that right leg go straight down. Both legs are straight. You've got the strap in either hand, and I just want you to gently allow the strap to go overhead. I'm creating just a little tension on the strap. My palms are face up. And take a deep breath. Good. One more here. Take a deep breath, everyone. Last one. And then take the arms to cactus. Your strap should be loose at this point. If it is not loose, then just let go of it completely. Bend your knees. Bring your feet to the floor. Lift your hips and shift them to the left. Draw your knees to your chest and allow the knees to go over to the right into a twist here. And take a deep breath. Level out your chin. Nice. One more deep breath, everyone. And then one knee to center, the other knee to center, feet to the floor. Your hips shift to the middle, and then they shift all the way toward the right edge of your mat. The knees come back up, and then they lower to the left. Your arms in a soft cactus pose. The shoulders are down. Your head is neutral. You are happy in this single moment. Perhaps we have experienced some insights and some acceptance and some grace in our yoga practice today. Deep breath. Exhale it out. One more deep breath, everyone. Exhale. And then one knee up at a time. Hips back to center. Release your arms. I want you to take your strap all the way down to your hips. So it's below your waist, and this is optional. If you would like to tighten your strap around your hips, I like this because it kind of brings those SI joints together. It gives the hips some feeling of stability. If your bladder is full and the strap makes that pressure worse, then just get rid of it. So I've got it nice and low. It's just above the crease of my hips. And by the way, we're moving to Shavasana. So if you would like to mute your computer, my voice, so that you can stay longer. So that strap is around your hips. I've tightened it so I feel a little secure there. And then I'm just going to wrap the remainder of my strap around the outside of the leg to the inside or to underneath and then back around. It doesn't have to be tied. You can just tuck it under your hip, and that way the legs have a little bit of a secure bind as well, the upper legs. And then allow the arms to come down to your sides. Your head is neutral. Your body is open. Your chest is open. Your heart is open. And we allow ourselves to feel what we are feeling in the moment. Soften down, everyone. Just let go. Let the jaw soften. And let the belly soften. And then simply follow your breath. Soften down even more. Those of you who are ready, go ahead and start to wiggle your toes. Very slowly bend your knees. And just undo the leg part of your strap if you happen to wrap yourself around. And then draw your knees to your chest. Rock side to side. And then allow your legs to go to one side or the other. Curl over in fetal pose for a moment. And then as you're ready, go ahead and press all the way up. Find a seat. Bring your hands to your heart and bow to your inner heart. And may we all find insight and acceptance and grace in our day today. Namaste, everyone.
Namaste.
Thank you, everybody.
Wonderful class. Thank you, Mary.
Yeah.
You're welcome.